All right, you are getting a custom blend of tender ground pork and Italian spices in the Rastelli's 12 5-ounce sweet Italian sausage patties. Today is the first day that they are being presented this year at an incredible price of $69. That breaks down to $5 and change per patty. Item number M97732. Call 800-500-7590 to place those orders. This is really an incredible way to mix up what you are making at mealtime. Chris Menser is with us to talk a little bit more about this and how versatile and delicious it is. Chris, I love these patties because I had never seen anything like this before I came and started working with Rastelli's.
This is really the underdog of the show, I think, because they are absolutely so delicious and so versatile, and they're just so special. One of the reasons is, John, again, we had the family story. This recipe dates back over 50 plus years from Ray's mom and Ray's grandmother, who had brought this recipe from Italy, and actually we have been using it ever since. And we use it in almost all our sausage recipes with a little bit tweaks here and there. But this is a sweet sausage patty. It's Italian sausage, and as you can see the juice literally in this patty. And it's a coarse grind, which I'm going to talk about because it's really important on what we use to make this. Where most places where you have sausage, it's a really fine grind.
Okay.
And the reason that is because when you go get a sausage or a patty, they grind it really fine because they're using trim, okay? And you hear that all the time when we talk about burgers and we talk about things that we do with Rastelli's, from our turkey burgers to our beef burgers, about the grind. We don't use trim in anything that we do. We use the best of the best, and that's no exclusion with this pork patty. And it's really delicious, it's really special. And like you mentioned, John, you talked about versatility. This is extremely versatile. I mean, I grill these on the grill, and I literally, it doesn't even make it to the bun. I'm actually cutting it just like this, and my wife and I are eating it like fingers because it is just so delicious.
Yeah.
And so special.
It looks so good, and this is something, I don't know if it's the Italian in me growing up, but I love the fact that you're getting that sweet Italian sausage in the patty, that you were able to really use this in such a variety of ways, but it grills up so well. You know, it's another one of those cases where this is not going to shrink down from what you were getting delivered to your home.
John, it's not. I'm showing you right here. I have the patties on the grill right here, and I just flip these, and look how big these are.
Wow.
I mean, they're not shrinking. And again, it's the same technology as what we do with our burgers. We're not smashing these into patties. We're gently folding them with the beautiful seasonings that we're using. And a little nugget, John. A lot of people say, well, what makes it sweet? What makes it sweet sausage? What do you put in it?
Yeah.
Is it sugar? Is it like some kind of sweetener? It's not. What makes sweet sausage is sweet basil. That's it. Oh. When you talk about sweet sausage, all it means is that there's sweet basils have been added to the mix, and that's all we do. So if I take a little
something new every day here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that simple, because we've had so many questions about, oh, what do you put in your sweet sausage? Is that, you know, and I'm like, basil. Beautiful, fresh basil. That's it. And then what we do, John, is we take this beautiful piece of pork, okay? Whole muscle, okay? And we grind this with the seasonings, with the basil, with the fennel and the secret seasoning that Ray and his family have passed down for generations. This goes through the grinder. It goes through a rough grind, okay? When I say rough grind, we want you to taste the flavor of the meat. We want you to taste that beautiful pork that's coming from the Pennsylvania Dutch. This is literally beautiful, natural pork that we bring in right from our neighbors. It comes in fresh again, John. This is not coming across the country. It's coming into our butcher shop that morning. It gets trimmed. We grind it just like you see, and we add nothing else besides the seasoning. This is what it's going to look like when you get it at home, right?
Okay.
It comes 2 to a pack, but look how beautiful it is. That is absolutely just pork, right? Nothing else. Every bite is going to be juicy and tender because the marbling, the fat that you see in there, is actually just the natural fat that's actually in that pork.
Wow.
That melts into the sausage when it cooks, and that's where all that flavor and that juice comes from. This is one of my favorites because you can do so many things for it. I love it on a hamburger bun, which I'm going to show you. And you're going to get a whole pack like this, John. Right?
And you
So
were getting you're getting 12 of those for $69.
Yes, and they are big, and they are delicious. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways I like to do it. So because these are so big, John, I love making sliders. I take the little, these are a little bit bigger than the slider rolls. These are like a little bit bigger, right? And I take these like here. I take my onions and peppers. I put the onions and peppers on. And again, on a slider roll, you're going to make each patty is going to make 4 sliders. So if you're having company, right, one patty is going to make 4 of these. And I love doing these. I actually make these just like this. And John, you can either use marinara or you can actually use a little bit of what I like to do, because I'm a little, I like having fun, but I use a little bit of pesto on these.
Oh.
Because they're just so I use just a little bit of pesto right out of the jar is fine.
Mixing it up. I love that.
Just a little bit of pesto because it goes so nice with that sausage. And look how beautiful these sandwiches are. You're going to be the hero.
Right.
I mean, and again, the same patty can make a burger, or like we like to do, we slice it up like I did here, John. This can go on a pasta, right? It goes great on pasta as well.
Oh, I love that. And I love that you said that you can be the hero, because that is what you get with Rastelli's, because you take all that time to give us all of that flavor, all of that delicious, intentional ingredients. You were able to make mealtime easy for us at home. This is the time to pick this up. You were getting 12 of the 5-ounce. As you've seen, these are substantial sweet Italian sausage patties for $69. This is the first day you're seeing it at this price. It breaks down to $5.75 a patty. If you get that auto delivery, you were able to lock this in at this great price for every 60 days for a year. Cancel at any time. But if you have this in your cart, make sure you check out or call 800-500-7590, because this is something you do not want to miss. And I love that, as we step into spring and summer, this is something that can really vary up, what we are making in our barbecues, but we can use this all year long.
Oh, it's absolutely all year long, because even if you're still right now, if you're not in grilling season yet, you're not in that mode, these are coming out. When you thaw these out, John, you can actually take these and saute them into a saute pan, and you can make a sausage bolognese.
Oh.
You can actually make a sausage chili with these. Put them in the pan, throw in your tomatoes, saute it up, add some beans, onions, and you have a beautiful chili with it. You can do the bolognese with it. You can do just like I'm doing right here, where I slice it up, and I'm having it for dinner with a starch and veggie. It has just so many things, and this is just so delicious. I mean, this sausage is like, people love sausage in links, but they never had it like in patties like this, especially in a 5-ounce. So on a burger during the summer, imagine you have your burgers that you had tonight. Like if you purchased the burgers earlier tonight, having burgers and sausage coming off that grill,
right,
and putting those on buns, where now your guests have a choice between a burger and a sausage burger. I mean, it gives your guests just the opportunity to have a great experience at your house. And I can tell you right now, they're going to invite themselves back every summer.
Right. Well, that goes back to, I love to read the reviews on QVC.com, and someone who had the username Happy in Ohio just wrote, stocking up. They had tried it, and now they're getting more and more, and you at home will stock up as well the second you try these, because they are so versatile. The flavor profile is so fantastic. Do not miss out on the chance to get these 12 of them. They're large 5-ounce sweet Italian sausage patties for $69. You can lock in that auto delivery. This will come every 60 days for a year. Do not miss out on the chance to really vary up that summer barbecue, but throw it into those pastas. Use this as that great way to mix up mealtime. Item number M97732. You are getting that free shipping and handling. This is that great way to get those Italian spices all wrapped up in a tender ground pork patty. Call 800-500-7590. You do not want to miss out on this. And speaking of pork, our today only price of our pork roast